Would you be willing to make the argument for not voting?
I would, yeah. Let's say it does matter. Let's set up the hypothetical where my one vote somehow swings the whole state for one party or another.
You're the guy in the game who catches the winning touchdown.
Yeah. Even with the knowledge, the foreknowledge perhaps, that would happen, even if one candidate looks really slimy and the other one looks like a demigod, I don't know what will happen if that slimy one comes to power. I don't know what issues he will face. But I do know that everything will continue to clunk along, as it has before, as it will in the future.
I understand the inclination not to vote.
No candidate is good. Everyone's telling lies over what to believe and what to think.
I'm in this state, and it always goes this way.
Bipartisan thing. Blue or red, regardless of what I do.
It's complex.
It's like buying a ticket to the movie. Here's the next election.
A wasteland with smog everywhere and dead birds falling out of the sky.
Or a couple hanging chads.
It's just a way of making yourself happy.
But you don't think it is?
No.
I was living in England in 2000 and didn't get in my registration in time, so I didn't vote in Florida in 2000. So I'm very aware that my vote counts and will be spending the rest of my life making up for that.
Did something happen in Florida in 2000?
Yeah, a little something happened.
Right.
If I could sell my vote, I probably would.
How much?
How much? Like $150? $150.
$150?
I feel like that's even like too much. But I wouldn't take any less.
How could I dissuade you from voting?
You can try, but I'm gonna vote.
What if I had you rendered to Syria?
I think I could fill out an absentee ballot through the Turkish consulate.
What about the spite vote, canceling someone who you detest?
More people than I would own up to.
That'd be my mother.
Okay, it's my little brother.
Maybe my grandmother.
Many opinionated women.
My parents cancel each other's votes out, so they don't really talk.
His friends, when they come visit the house, have some suspicious bumper stickers on their cars.
I wouldn't call it dislike.
I guess that was me being nice.
Sometimes it's very unpleasant.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
She said I'd been voting this party for the last 50 years.
But it's cool. We still get along.
What about all those people killed on the way to the polls in vehicular accidents?
Yeah, that is a risk, I guess, that you have to be willing to take. But I think it gets canceled out by all of the people who fell in love at the polls and found their future wife or husband there.
Think of it as a dating opportunity.
Mm-hmm. The polls are a meat market.
My grandmother's 90, and she's gonna get out of the retirement home in a bus, and there's gonna be a man with a wheelchair waiting for her, and she's gonna be wheeled into her voting booth, and it's gonna take 3 hours. So it can't be that it's too hard to vote. It's like one big political Super Bowl.
I see myself as a linebacker just taking out unexpected opposing running backs. I think I'm gonna run this way because my parents told me to run this way, or like everyone in this state runs this way or whatever. Maybe the football analogy isn't the best thing right now.
I think you should be able to get paid to vote the way you get paid for jury duty.
For instance, in Peru, you get fined if you don't vote.
They should be sent to Antarctica.
What about tasering people to get them to vote?
That's a little bit too far.
A whole new continent will arise from that, of just like, we'll just put them over there and they'll live there.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
You not voting is playing right into the hands of the man, and you want to stick it to the man. You don't want to help the man.
I don't really have a face for them. They're sort of a fuzzy sort of entity.
Don't let him win, the man.
I really disagreed with everything that my parents stood for, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting.
It's good that they're participating. It's good that this is meaningful to them. For me, it's not.
I tell them it's not about you, it's about all of us.
What do you mean it's not about me?
It's not about you. Get off Twitter, stop talking to all your friends about how great you are, and go down to vote and just throw your lot into the sea with everyone else.
And when you come out, there is a, now we're all on the other side experience. Let's go get a drink and celebrate this thing we only get to do once every 4 years.
And if you don't vote, you cancel your own vote.
That'd be stupid.
That would be stupid.
I'm supposed to have a baby in about a week, so just in time for the election. My vote is twice as important.
Now that I'm naturalized, I'm able to vote, and it's my first time voting.
Yeah, the part of being young means that we still believe we can change the world.
So I'm gonna use my vote.
My parents are making me vote.
This will be my first time voting.
Doing the check mark or whatever it is, I don't even know. I'll find out.
On voting day, I'll be 17 and 361 days, so I miss it by 4 days.
You want to vote?
Shocking, I know.
There's no way you're gonna chicken out?
No, there's no way I'm gonna chicken out. No way.
She'd probably take the car away from me.
Are you gonna vote?
Yes, I'm gonna vote.
My grandmother was born in 1922. In her home state of Virginia, it wasn't until the Voting Rights Act of 1965 passed until she could vote. So she was 43 at that point.
Your grandmother was 43 years old before she could vote?
Yep. I want to serve her legacy by voting.
It was easy. It was a cheap thrill. I don't know why anyone wouldn't vote. There's really no argument against it.
Would you like to congratulate yourself?
I would. I would like to pat myself on the back. Little clap for myself.